Hey everybody, welcome back. So a couple things happened. So I did like 3 or 4 circuses, and you'll notice that there's somebody new at the bottom. I'll get to that in just a second. So everything went going well. I was focusing on the 3 main people who were going to the fight right now. So I was focusing very hard on them to make sure they had in the 90s and 100, for each circus. But funnily enough, Mizuki kept getting injured. He got injured twice at the circus shows, and we were joking because he was doing the knife throwing act. I'm like, what the heck is he doing? Is he throwing his own sword and it's somehow bouncing off the target, hitting him in the face? Like, we were honestly shocked about this because I didn't do anything but circuses, and he kept getting injured. And then all of a sudden, he hit his peak, and they're like, he's done, yay! And I'm like, okay, great. So I debated about, well, I could merge him and just have another monster, and my options were the 2 we already had. Like, if I wanted to merge him with Kurt, then I could have done that. And I could have had a new one. I could have had the Becklon that's Subdurahan. But I decided, no, I don't need a new monster right now like that. So I decided to just get a new monster for the pool. A Zan, because you guys have been like, Zan, Zan, Zan. So, like, I mean, since, like, what, Monster Rancher 3 when they were introduced.
Sub-Zero.
So I got a Zan, and I'm just doing it mostly. I don't even know how much y'all are going to see him, and that's kind of one reason I went ahead and not just merged get another Becklon. I was like, because he's probably not going to be in the fight anyway, so we'll just kind of have him in the background. The other thing you'll notice that's different is Bubbles is doing the bamboo dance. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that off, but maybe he'll be doing it in the circus tent when we go in there, because we're going to be going on an adventure. I think I have that already set up. Yes, I do. I was doing the bamboo dance because he was actually pretty high already on defense, and I can't really get his life up that fast, so we made a bamboo... Oh, he's not doing it, dang it. So we did the bamboo dance, and we added a life to it and everything. Ugh. Let me guess. You want something.
Yeah, more powder.
For some reason, my monster doesn't seem to have a very strong bond with me. It must be the incredible aura of authority I exude.
Must be.
If I give it a Lyrox, blah blah blah.
Don't give it
That's
the
all I have to say
Lorax.
about that. No, we're not doing it. Sorry.
No.
My viewers have keyed me into that. So here he is. He's part Raiden. I wasn't really quite sure which Zan to go with. I don't really like Zans anyway, so I almost went with the one that was Lazone. I'll never figure out how to say that. Nessie. I'll just call them Nessies. But I already have stuff that's sub-Nessie, and I don't need more. So I was like,
You got the Harpy Zan.
So I went ahead and just went with Raiden, because that was different. So there we go. There he is, and his name is Simon. There's a short story behind that. I guess I can tell it real quick, but basically the bamboo dance is just these 2 mechanical Mogis, and it's kind of like they have these 2 bamboo sticks, and he's hopping between them as they lift them up and put them down. So it's kind of like double Dutch jump rope, basically. If I have time, I'll probably do a circus and show it off. I was thinking, I don't know, depending on how much time I have after I finish this, I might just get some new monsters. I know one thing I actually kind of want to do for myself is to get a Nessie and do the stupid water ball, because we've had this entire time and nobody can do the freaking water ball. So I'm actually extremely tempted. But the reason I didn't do that now is because you guys really want to see a Zan, and I think this might be one of the last chances for that, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more Monster Ranchers. I really don't know. So I thought, even if he has 5 seconds of fame, there he is. So, and he's brand new out of the book, so his stats aren't very good.
So we're going to bring him for Moo, right?
So we got Turkey, Fern, and Bubbles. We'll put Bubbles way up front. Whoop. Okay, we had the gold bangle, we had the blue brooch, and we have something new. No. I think we had the green choker, yeah. Yeah, so Simon. So my mom came to visit me before we moved, because we're about to move again, and she wanted to see San Diego. Actually, I think she mostly just wanted to hang out with me, but she wanted to see San Diego too. We went to like the safari park and stuff. It was a lot of fun. And but while she was here, she also wanted to do a lot of nothing, because she's just been really stressed out and a lot of stuff's going on in her life, and she knows I'm pretty relaxed and laid back, especially these days. And so she's like, I just want to do nothing. So we ended up watching, and it was like the first day she was here, I got an email from Netflix saying that one of my favorite shows got another season, Zumbo's Just Desserts. Zumbo's Just Desserts? I don't know how to pronounce it. And I loved season 1, and I was all excited, and I was like, oh no, of course there's another season. It's when my mom is here. And so we were sitting there that evening, and I was like, I know, my mom's here, but she's like, oh, I'm just going to play on my iPad. I'm just going to chill. And I said, well, if you're just going to chill, then I want to watch the first episode to see if it's any good. Well, I ended up getting her hooked to it. And so we ended up watching the entire season while she was here. And he's turned around and looked at me, didn't he? Oh, okay. And so one of our favorite, I'm not going to say anything in case you guys are going to watch it, but one of our favorite chefs, contestants,
Yes,
contestants, his name was Simon, and yeah, it was pretty funny by the end of it, because we just kept rooting for different people as people came in and out, and but we were definitely rooting for Simon for a good chunk. Yeah. So I thought, I'm gonna name him Simon. I mean, why not?
Were you going to name Simon?
Oh, I named the Zan Simon.
That's right.
So
Whoosh,
but if any of you guys like, if you guys have seen stuff like Cupcake Wars,
or
Cake
British
Wars,
baking show.
the British, it's very similar to the British baking show. But if you kind of like those kinds of shows, I highly recommend Zumbo's Just Desserts. It's on Netflix if you guys have that too. But I really like it. I guess I really like that show and the British baking show because the people actually help each other more so in the British baking show. But like they're really nice and they're all like nice with each other, and in Cupcake Wars and stuff they're just mean to each other. Very it just annoys me that they can be so mean, and I don't know, I like friendly competition because I feel like it's more fair when everyone's friendly. I don't know, it sounds kind of weird. This is why nobody wants to compete with me in anything at work. Like anytime there's any kind of competition, nobody wants me on their team because I have no competitiveness whatsoever.
Let's this time.
Okay.
Go, Kirk, whoever.
Okay,
go,
Bubbles.
Bubbles, that's it.
Okay, I will push them forward. Okay, I got the controls down now.
Okay. So I have Byron in my lap. So you know what I'm doing, right? I'm Byronating.
Yeah. We were very fortunate because earlier when we were recording right after work, Byron was asleep waiting for dinner. And so as I was sitting here just playing over and over and over, he's already had dinner and he's already relaxed and he's back asleep again, so.
That's a lot of criticals.
Yeah.
Could this... I won't fix it.
Don't say anything.
Kill more bosses.
I'm actually really excited because these criticals are also really lowering his guts.
Go, go, Gadget. Kill him.
If we get a critical, we'll take him out.
Go! The
Nope.
front is go.
But we're keeping him from doing anything major. Oh, did you see how fast I tried to hit that button? Oh, we blocked anyway. So one thing I was working on with Bubbles was with that maneuver I was doing, the bamboo dance. It's increasing his speed because I thought, well, it's hard for me to increase his life because we went to make a gadget specifically for that and he couldn't find anything. So I was like, well, let's do speed. So he's actually been working on speed for the past 2 circuses because he was nearing the max for defense. And he doesn't need power. He's not attacking. So I thought, let's just make him a serious, obnoxious tank.
Okay, send the beetle forward.
Thank you. I will do that right off the bat.
Beetle forward. Beetle forward.
Because another thing is, if we get him straight up in his face, he can't do that one move he was doing last time. Oh my god, how far does he have to go? Alright, you guys, same strategy. Let's go. Doom Fist. Oh, good. Oh, yeah! I will laugh so hard if we don't take a single hit this time.
That'd be awesome.
I like how we're doing criticals all of a sudden. Like, I don't understand why. I've been working on his speed, and I wonder if speed has something to do with criticals in this version.
Critical? No.
I think we have a good chance this time. Oops. I forget that his the blue move. What's the word? Assist move. It costs less than 13, so I keep trying to spam for the 13. Oh my gosh.
Wow,
You
yeah.
guys, I think we're gonna make this.
I didn't want to say that earlier.
Come on.
Dodge.
Okay, no, we're okay though. I think he's gonna. Yeah, his defense is
Whoa.
pretty high. I think we also got real lucky because he didn't attack before Bubbles got there. Because the last time when we played earlier, or the last video, he attacked twice before Bubbles even got to him. And plus, I was freaking out and I was pushing all the wrong buttons like an idiot. If we critical, we win. But I think we're gonna be okay unless he does some like massively huge move,
Go.
which. Okay, one more.
One more. Viewers, think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, viewers.
Yes! This is definitely a game where speed is better than defense. Oh no, he's pushing! Yeah!
Oh.
We didn't take a single hit!
Oh, you did take one hit. So
Oh, we did,
120
yeah.
points of damage.
We took one hit. Oh my gosh, you guys, we made it. It was a teamish effort.
Woo woo.
Turkey didn't do anything.
Torque. Key.
Gyro kit acquired.
Gyro. Is that
All
hula hooping?
right, I'm so excited. We won.
Just can't hide it. Can you now raise a moo?
I don't. It wasn't in the book, so I don't think so.
Oh. What? Moo? How could this happen?
It's like we waited around for a whole year.
It took 20 tries.
You have to believe in the. You have to believe in the future to have hope. Okay, you don't believe.
If you
Okay,
don't
I'm sorry.
expect things will be better, then you can't have hope.
I was struggling with that. Thank you. You don't believe in anything. The future will never be yours.
Oh, you talk big, but you're nothing but liars. And you keep coming back. And I could have won if I just went on.
I had just left.
You steal and trample on people's hearts, including my dreams. You wrap your foul greed in pretty language, but you're the ones who are truly evil. Can you deny it's coming back to beat me over and over?
No, that's not true. Your greed will get you nothing. All that is left will be hatred and fighting.
I would have won if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Yeah, no kidding.
Then I'll steal everything so that not even hatred remains.
Greed only begets more greed, and finally your soul will be consumed by it, just like yours has.
Is that the right terminology? Finally your soul will be filled with it, just like yours?
I don't know.
If it can't be present, future tense if it's already present, right? Say what you like, I only believe in myself.
There he goes.
Poor Yoda.
Is he just gonna... You fool! You want to continue like this, never trusting anyone and eventually dying alone?
Yes! But, Your Majesty and the Princess! Now that I think about it, I had fun traveling with you. If only I could have spent more time with you. Arrgh.
Why would you want to? Is he gonna just jump?
Quick, push him off.
It's the Titanic. Oh no!
No! Phew, look, I found you!
I like how we didn't do anything to stop that. We all knew he was gonna do it, but we're like, nah.
Nah.
I honestly didn't think we'd beat it in the one try. I was like, okay, several tries. Well, all that circusing really helped. And I'm glad I didn't put y'all through that. Our poor Zan really did have 5 seconds of fame. Nothing comes from stealing one another.
Don't steal me.
Oh, from stealing one another. Hope is only born when we believe in each other.
And the future.
Easier said than done. Yes, actually doing it is the hard part. It's probably impossible for someone with a weak will. Our worlds must start interacting with each other. We can start with Tochika.
Tochika.
Tico and I can serve a bridge between our worlds. We can gradually increase contact until someday... We're just the first step, but it's a big one. I'm counting on you.
But I only have so many fingers.
No problem. I'll do my very best.
Can't count that high.
I'll help you. Okay, now you. Good luck, Tico. Thanks. I'll try my hardest, Mom, Dad.
Continue to travel. Don't come back.
Yeah, I know. Oh, we both on at that picture.
Daddy. Excellent. What's the conclusion? Oh,
Wow, his voice got really deep.
Yes, given the occasion, we should all be smiling, should we not?
You've got it. It's fine to talk about the future, but for now, let's just try to enjoy the present. Yes, that should help us set off for the future on the right foot.
Not the left
Close
one.
enough. Aw, I kind of like that picture too. Let's do
Hey.
it. We'll put on a special circus to celebrate. Oh no,
What
please.
about Mr. Mask? Mask to Mask. He didn't speak.
Albert?
Yeah.
Did. He did. He said it's the time to smile.
No. Actual other big mask guy.
Oh, Goffrey.
Godfrey.
Now the truth about the world of warp will spread throughout Tochika. Sorry, I'm sitting here trying to identify everybody. Okay, so we've got Goffrey in the top right, then Albert, I think, and then Nayuta, and then is that Nayuta's mom and dad? With the Tochika, I'm sorry, the warp queen and king, and then is this us on the left
That's
with...
the boy in the middle.
Oh yeah, and then who's in the... Oh, no, what's her face? The princess is on the top left. I think we're in the bottom left. Yeah. And then, of course, we don't have the old man, and we don't have, crazy man, Baron Dottie. It's kind of funny. Finally, we'll overcome our long history of hate and fear and work together to form a bond between that village and the other world.
The power of love.
That bond will eventually spread throughout the entire world, but that will take time. Nayuta, Tico, and I, along with our friends, will be working hard to make that a reality. Excuse me. All right, we won Monster Rancher EVO, or Monster Rancher 5, however you want to call it. Like I've said in the past, I liked this game. Okay, there we go. I was like, what's happening? I really like this game. I don't think of it as like, you know, a bad game or, you know, it didn't belong in the series or anything. I think the reason they didn't put a number on it basically was just it was so different. They're like, it's Monster Rancher, kind of. I think my biggest problem with the game is just the circus thing, because it's kind of like you have an adventure game and you put, like, arcade elements in it. You're just asking for trouble. I kind of feel like that's the same problem here. I like the battle sequences, and you kind of train yourself to enjoy those kinds of battle sequences, but the circus mini games are kind of frustrating sometimes because you really can't, like, I was doing really well on them when I wasn't recording because I was fully concentrating, you know, and that's okay. I guess if I'm not trying to record or talk to somebody at the same time as doing the circuses, but it kind of, you know, just making them have to have such strong focus and the minigame accuracy, it just kind of takes away a little. And it also kind of just, it makes it harder to plan because you have to do it in huge chunks. You know, and another thing about it is you're not really on a farm, so you don't really feel like this is my farm, you know, I'm really raising my monsters here. You know, you kind of lose that bit of feeling. But all in all, I still like it. It's much better than other games similar in the, like in this kind of genre. And it's definitely one I replay. You know, like Dragon Seeds, I like to replay every so often, but that game is so freaking short. I mean, you can beat that. I mean, what? I played it on my PS Vita recently, and I beat it the second monster. You could definitely beat it on your first, which I think we did in both LPs. And this one definitely has more storyline, and I like that. Yeah, and I like that. You know, it's just, again, it's not my favorite in the series, but it's certainly not horrible. I definitely, if I had to choose between playing this or 2, I'd always pick this. 2 for me was just way too frustrating. I think the only reason I ever go back to 2 is if they put it on the Switch or something, then I might give it a try again. But it's just, ugh, anyways. But yeah, so I think by this point I've played all of them in the major series. I can still consider this one part of the major series, even though it's not got a number. But so I played 1, 3, 4, then 2, then 5. I really don't know what this means for me for the rest of Monster Rancher games. It's kind of up to you guys. If you really want me to play the Monster Rancher Advanced games, I can. I'll probably just use an emulator for those. I don't know if I'll use my Pi. I got a Raspberry Pi. I also have a computer that streams emulated games now to all my other computers, so I could just do that. I could just stream it to my TV, actually, and play it that way. Which I probably would do. Just record straight from my TV. But yeah, so there's the Monster Rancher Advance 1 and 2. I beat 1 recently on my own. There was almost no storyline, so I honestly don't know why you'd want me to record that. I mean, I could just do one monster and say that's that. Because literally the only storyline is like, can you beat the Final Four? Yeah, you beat it, congratulations. I just give you the whole storyline.
Was the advanced one the one with the cards?
No. So there's Monster Rancher Advance 2, which I'm going to assume is similar to 1, where there's almost no storyline to speak of, and they just added more monsters and changed it up a bit. I haven't played it. And then there's the Monster Rancher card battle, which somebody did tell me there was a first one, and they were correct. It is on the Game Boy Advance. I've never played it. Monster Rancher Card Battle Episode 2 was on the PlayStation 1. I have played very little of it, but I could play it. I guess it'd be a blind LP if I did, because I've only played, like, the first little bit, and it was, like, a billion years ago. And then there's Monster Rancher DS, which again, I actually have working on my emulator on my streaming computer. I call it the Rainbow Streamer. It has rainbow LEDs on it, but I could do that. But again, it'd be almost a blind LP because I've only raised 1 or 2 monsters, and then I usually get frustrated with the game. So if I did it, I'm going to consider it a blind LP for the most part. But I also learned with emulating it, I can't cheat. So, oh, what's going on? Hi, Nayuta. Morning. It's a morning just like any other, but it somehow feels different. Yes, our long journey is an end. Yes, thanks to all your help. You too. This is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, move it along.
What's embarrassing?
Now then, from today onwards, I'd like us to focus on doing our very best as a circus group.
That's right. One of our adventures may be over, but it's not like we're stopped traveling and performing.
Our journey never really ends, even though I had no lines earlier.
We have to bring our circus to as many people as we possibly can.
That's the spirit. We can do it, everyone.
Ugh, you're planning to stay with us then, huh?
Heck, your words cut like a knife.
Well, anyway, let's do our best, everyone. So basically the saying is the game's open, do whatever you want. I think all those guilds are open, which I guess I can show that off too.
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
So basically the game is just endless, just like any other monster. Oh.
Hey everyone, good news! Better than that! Really good news!
Dottie, do you mind? You have to stop jumping out at people and scaring them?
Ah, but it's really good news! Scaring them? What a thing to say!
Anyway, whatever. What's the news?
Well, you see, I've been investigating guilds, and lots of new missions are in.
Yeah, that's great.
Taking it easy is all well and good, but there's nothing like an adventure to get the blood going.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. How about that? Let's hit the guild soon. That sounds like hit the pool. I don't know why I thought that. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, Monster Rancher DS, I could play it. And like I said, I found out that I can't really cheat. Because my biggest dilemma with the game, and this is the reason I keep giving up on it, is because it's trying to set up the game similar to Monster Rancher 1 and 2, but the big difference is the errands. Instead of going and sending your monster out for a month and then just randomly getting a ton of points or none, and in Monster Rancher 2 there's a chance of getting attacked by a monster and stuff like that, it's a board game. You play a board game. And so you roll a dice, and I can promise you my bad luck commonly comes into play, and I get horrible stats and all this stuff happens and I have to reload. And normally I'm like, okay, I'll just reload, but guess what? This is one of those games that automatically saves after 1 week. It keeps saving over and over and over, and it's really hard to be like, save the game, because you can't. You just, it will just autosave, and it's really frustrating. So I thought, oh, I'll put it on an emulator, and that way I can just save state and treat save states as a save feature, you know, so if I don't like the way I get it, I'll resave like it would be a normal Monster Rancher game. However, the game has already pre-decided every single dice roll before the week starts, so when the week has started and you choose to go into an errand, and I tested this, it will always roll the same dice. And so I'm like, are you serious? This is bull. And so I'm like, it's really irritating because, I mean, like, that is, no, it's just horrible. And so it's really irritating, and that's the major flaw I have with that game. It's like, if it let me reload at the beginning, and maybe it has something to do with the save state, maybe if I just reload before it can save, and I haven't tried that, but it was just incredibly frustrating, and I was like, there's no need for that. So anyways, I don't know if there's any other Monster Rancher games. There was the 5 I played, the 2 card games, the 2 Monster Rancher Advanced games. I mean, I guess I can look it up real quick on Wikipedia. Oh, I got a whole bunch of texts. But yeah, so I don't know. Why am I typing Wikipedia? If you guys want to see any of those games, or let's see, I can look up Monster Rancher Wikipedia. Games. Here we go. Yes, I understand. What? Game releases? Okay, PlayStation, Monster Rancher 1 and 2, Monster Rancher Hop About. I don't think I have Hop About, do I?
Nothing I'm aware of.
I don't know if I have that. Battle Card Episode 2. And then there's, for the Game Boy Color, Monster Rancher Explorer and Battle Card Game Boy. I didn't know about those either. Okay, so I thought the first Battle Card game was for the Game Boy Advance. It was for Game Boy Color. So I probably can get that from my emulator, no problem. I have no idea about Hop About. I could probably find it. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what Explorer is either. I'm kind of curious. And for the PlayStation 2, it's 3, 4, and 5. For the Game Boy Advance, it was Advance 1 and 2. Monster Rancher Farm... Okay, yeah, Monster Rancher DS came out in the States. There were actually 2 for the DS in Japan and 1 for the States. There was obviously Monster Farm Online. And then for the iOS, there were 3 iOS games, which...
There was Monster Rancher Game Online.
Yeah, it was an MMO, actually.
We were playing a little bit.
Oh, yeah, we did try to get into that. So anyways, yeah, so if any of y'all are interested in those games, you know, we'll consider it. I'd have to get my hand on a couple of them. I don't have some of those. It's only been 25 minutes. One thing I do want to do, actually. Let me save, actually, before I go messing around with this. Oh, did you go to work text just now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you're on call. You had so many days off, I kind of forgot. I'm also glad we finished this in time because Helper's about to go on another quick business trip before we move, so this was like literally probably my last chance to record with him before he left. Okay, one thing I want to do is let's go ahead and seal Baft maybe? No. Turkey. We'll go ahead and seal Turkey. I think I can unseal. I can't remember, but it's not a big deal because I just saved. I'm just messing around right now, so I'm not even gonna keep this save.
My third eye is opening.
Can I pass? Okay, I can. Because the problem is I can't just make a monster if everyone's full. I'm pretty sure I have to assign them to somebody. If not, well, oops. Actually, no, I might be able to just have them unassigned, but that's not a big deal. I want to get a Nessie. And I want to see this stupid water trick. You guys, this has been bugging me like half the freaking LP. Ugh. Someone also said the gel could do it. I'm tempted to get this one, but then it would be probably really hard to see in the water trick. I'm trying to think of one that'd be easy to see in the water. Oh, that would be pretty. Oh, okay, we gotta do that one for Potter. I think Potter would really like that. I guess we could name her Potter. That might just be confusing though.
Emma?
Emma? I like that name. It's one of my favorite names. Well, if we're gonna name it after favorites.
Nachorita?
We'll name her Nachos. Heart star heart. I freaking love nachos.
Look at that face. You made a face with the heart and the star.
Okay, so let's assign nachos. Oh yeah, I gotta do it. And we'll assign it the water trick. Yeah. I don't care how unhappy you are, Tico. Oops. I like this. He wants to be hard on him. Alright. I don't know why I did that. I meant to set a circus. But I guess we can go check in on everybody real quick. Oh my gosh, we get to see it! Look at that!
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Ah, so cool. Oh my gosh, look at him go! Oh, look at Dottie watching him.
I'm getting dizzy.
Oh my gosh, look at his neck. He looks like a bobblehead. Ah. Alright, I'm gonna do a circus because I want to show off both these new tricks. Oh, are we gonna chat? Huh? What is it, Tico? Well, I went to see my mother and father, and they said they wanted to talk. Huh? What can this be about? Uh-oh, is there more storyline? Well, what brings you all the way here?
My feet.
My feet? Supposedly there's some ancient place hidden inside the castle that not even we know about. But after Moo disappeared, an old door suddenly appeared. Beyond the door is a corridor. Strange sounds emanate from it. Perhaps it is nothing, but no one dare goes in. Maybe a threat has come to menace us in place of Moo? Uh-oh, you guys. Are we have more storyline? I want to preserve the peace that has come to this world. Perchance I ask too much, but would you consider investigating this place? Okay, I think we can handle that. We'll do it. Oh, thank you, young man. This key will take you through the door. It is imbued with our clan's power. It will take you straight to your destination. Ah, thank you. Okay, it's a deal then. We better get ready to go. Oh, gosh. Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't know that more stuff was here. I honestly forgot. So what I'm going to do is do the circus and then reload and talk about that again. In fact, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'm going to let you vote. Do I keep playing this? And figure out what's going on? Okay, here's the bamboo thing. You guys get a preview of it. Oh, Potter, I bet you're very happy right now. I'll send you a picture of this later if you're not watching. Sorry. Orcas are her favorite animal, and it's kind of funny. She loves orcas. So I'm gonna let you guys vote. Do I keep playing this to figure out what's going on with that, or do I start preparing for my next LP, which will probably be a while. And if I keep going, Helper will most likely not be in the rest of the videos because, like I said, he's actually leaving this week to go on a business trip. So it'll probably just be me. No, what am I doing? I don't need to do any of these. I just want to see these guys. Finally, after all this time. Because I don't actually know how many people are still watching this, you know, by this point. I know some of you guys are, which, yay, you know, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. You're not just so bored that you're like, I just watched this today. I've had fun playing it. I just, you know, I kind of feel like at some point my life's going to be to the point where I'm like, oh, I've got all this free time. It's just, you know, I had that craft show, and then I had all the holiday stuff happen, and then I had all this work stuff happen, and then it's like, now I'm moving. And it's been kind of a joke that when we finally moved to Nebraska, everything's gonna settle down because Helper won't have to travel. Ooh, let's watch this. I like the snowflakes. That's so cool. Helper, you don't have to go on any trips when we go to in Nebraska, right? Not that we know of.
None scheduled now.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna be. So I'll have more time with him, and yeah, so I'm definitely hoping to get back into this a bit because I for a while I was thinking I was gonna have to quit, but I'm like, nah, I'll hang in there. And I've survived all this. I've survived the Kappa, and I survived the monetary thing. So, and if there's a game you guys are interested in, let me know if you want me to play it. I got a few ideas in mind actually I can bring up. So I've actually started thinking. For some reason, a lot of people really like my Horses LP, but I lost the save, like the memory card for it, but I still have the disc and everything. So, you know, in the past, I've already redone a couple games, and I'm like, well, there's nothing saying I can't go back and do Horses again and do it in HD to the best of my ability, so it doesn't look so dark and weird. So I actually kind of debated about going back and restarting Horses. I would probably run it on the emulator, though. There's no reason to run Horses on the PlayStation, the actual PlayStation, not like it was for Monster Ranchers. Zan? Okay. So I might do that, and another game I've been really wanting to play personally, which I could just LP, would be Monachemia. Now the problem with recording Monachemia is I already know which ending I want, so I'm already going to go after a very specific ending. So I'm only going to do it once, and I'm only going to do one ending, because that's the problem with Monachemia, and I am going to consider it a problem, is if you want to see different endings, you really just have to honestly play the whole game again, because you know, the way it works is each character has their own ending, and you have to be friendly with them, and you have to purposely choose them and talk to them as much as possible, which takes most of the game. So there's one ending I particularly want to see that I haven't seen yet. And my other problem with Monachemia is I hate the English voices beyond all reason. Like, I just can't stand the English voices, so I have to play it in the Japanese voices. But I don't have to, but I would very much prefer to do so, but I don't think it's really a good idea to record with the Japanese voices because I'm sure most of you guys don't speak Japanese, so I'd have to wait for them to talk and then read it, you know. And if you guys are fine with that, then I can do it, but...
And the other challenge was we did actually start LPing and got a good ways through the game before the game data got corrupted.
We got about 3 or 4 videos in and the data corrupted, so I would be running Monachemia off the emulator. That I set up on the Rainbow streamer that I was talking about. That's what I run it off of. And that way I can do save states as well, because there are some instances in that game that would just really save me if I had save states. It would make my life easier. I know I complain about emulators all the time, but some of these games are getting so old, and my PlayStation has all exploded by this point, so... And PlayStation 3s that can emulate hardware emulation, or any kind of emulation, are getting harder and harder to find, so unfortunately I'm just gonna have to back up to that. What was another game I was debating about? Of course there's always going back and trying Jade Cocoon. It won't be Jade Cocoon 2 because Helper and I just replayed that actually whole game recently, and I'm like, I'm good on Jade Cocoon 2. Atelier Iris 1 I was kind of considering. I haven't played it in so long. I was actually thinking about that. I don't know. You know, Princess Maker, I actually got Princess Maker 3 and 1. I've never played 1. I could play it blind. 3 I've played once. Would be happy to play it again. I could be happy to play Princess Maker 2 again. I love that game.
Oh, Princess Maker, the board game.
Oh yeah, and I also got Princess Maker Go Go on the Switch, which is a board game. I could find someone to play it with me. And yeah, if I could do that. I don't know. I got the new Nancy Drew game, but I don't want to record that because I'm not very good at some of the puzzles. I'm just gonna run away. So anyways, if you guys have some thoughts, if any of those games I listed sound interesting to you, or if you want me to keep playing this, you guys just let me know. I've got time before I move, and if I don't finish this before I move, at least I've managed to finish the main storyline. You guys aren't sitting around waiting for that. Or if there's a specific monster you want to see here that I haven't done, because I guess I'll raise this Zan. I'll put back the Orca. I'll reload back to, and I'll just have to rehab that conversation with them if I keep playing this. If there's a monster you guys want me to have, then I can just start raising that. I'm not too worried. Otherwise, we got this lot.
Well, that's it all.
Yeah, so anyways, I've just rambled long enough, and I'm just glad we finally beat Moo. That was kind of, I was stressing me out a bit because we did so poorly, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But let's all thank Mavarinthia for the suggestion of the items, because I think that helped.
Yay!
Yay! Viewers are helpful. So I will see you guys either in the next video when we do more, or the next LP. So bye for now.
Goodbye, viewers.